just watch Caroline Levitt, because she's going to do her verbal gymnastics, and we'll talk about that in a minute, but see how she tries to push the blame off Pete Hegseth right away. And this whole thing is getting wild. And I do think the only reason that they're coming out and talking about this is because I think there's video evidence that's going to come out, because we just saw Trump yesterday talk about how Pete told him it wasn't true. He doesn't believe that it happened. Pete said he didn't order the second strike. And now we shouldn't be shocked. The cover-up begins.
Thank you. Gabe.
Thank you, Caroline. Excuse me. Regarding Venezuela, the president said yesterday that Secretary Hegseth had denied that second strike, that reported second strike on an alleged drug vote on September 2nd, the secretary said to the president that didn't happen. But to clarify, I just wanted you to clear this up. In his social media post, Secretary Hegseth didn't go into details about that strike. He just said U.S. operations in the area were lawful, and he said that the story and media reports were fabricated. So to be clear, does the administration deny that second strike happened, or did it happen and the administration denies that Secretary Hegseth gave the order?
The latter is true, Gabe, and I have a statement to read for you here. Trump and Secretary Hegseth have made it clear that presidentially designated narco-terrorist groups are subject to lethal targeting in accordance with the laws of war. With respect to the strikes in question on September 2nd, Secretary Hegseth authorized Admiral Bradley to conduct these kinetic strikes. Admiral Bradley worked well within his authority and the law, directing the engagement to ensure the boat was destroyed and the threat to the United States of America was eliminated. And I would just add one more point to remind the American public why these lethal strikes are taking place. Because this administration has designated these narco-terrorists as foreign terrorist organizations. The president has a right to take them out if they are threatening the United States of America and if they are bringing illegal narcotics that are killing our citizens at a record rate, which is what they are doing. That's why you've seen a drastic difference in this administration's policy with respect to the last, and it's one of the many reasons the American public reelected this president and support this Secretary of War in conducting these strikes.
So to be clear, to clarify, Admiral Bradley was the one who gave that order for a second strike.
And he was well within his authority to do so.
Okay, there you go. They're already trying to shift the blame onto the Admiral. You see what they're doing? Because here's the thing. The Admiral could not have ordered the strike without the Secretary of Defense ordering it. So Pete Hegseth had to order this. So Plastered Pete's over here ordering the murder of people on the open seas, and now they're trying to push the blame on an admiral. And this is exactly why they warned our military their oath is to the Constitution, that they not only are not supposed to, it's illegal for them to follow illegal orders. And there is JAG lawyers that they can call when they're in a situation to see what their legal options are. But yet Trump threatened to kill some of these people over that, but we'll get to that. The fact is, this administration wants us to believe that they're smuggling drugs. And maybe they are. Maybe, but we have no evidence of that. There is no oversight. They are not forced to show any proof to this. And like I said, there was reports from outside of the country that some of those were shipping vessels. And just by them admitting that there was a second launch, they admitted guilt to an illegal war crime. It is illegal to kill people who are not a threat. Tell me how people in the water trying not to drown after being bombed are a threat.